Marvin Gaye handed his black card to a homeless woman outside Macy's downtown Metro Center with one instruction: buy whatever you want, no limit. He expected designer bags, jewelry, maybe a shopping spree. What she came out with 3 hours later wasn't luxury. It was diapers, formula, a winter coat 2 sizes too small, and a receipt that told a story so devastating he sat in his Tesla and cried for 20 minutes. Because some people aren't surviving, they're just keeping others alive. Hey, my wonderful family and friends. I'm so excited to share today's story with you, and I'm thrilled to have you along for the ride. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to keep bringing you more amazing stories. If you're ready to dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from. I love connecting with all of you. And don't forget, tomorrow I'll have another story that's just as captivating, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. Marvin Gaye sat in his Tesla Model S outside Macy's downtown Metro Center, watching the Friday afternoon crowd flow past. Business people clutching lattes, tourists snapping photos of the Capitol Dome in the distance, teenagers laughing into their phones, and then there was Taraji. She sat on the corner of 11th and G Street NW with a cardboard sign that read, "Single Mom, trying, anything helps, God bless." Her daughter, maybe 4 years old, slept against her shoulder, wrapped in a thin jacket despite the November chill creeping through DC. Marvin had seen 1,000 people like her. He'd given money before, watched it disappear into liquor stores or vanish into pockets while the same person appeared on the same corner the next week. He'd stopped believing. But today, something made him get out of the car. He approached slowly. Taraji P. looked up, eyes cautious but kind. "I'm not asking for much, sir. Just whatever you can spare." Marvin reached into his wallet and pulled out his American Express black card. Unlimited credit, no spending cap. He held it out. Taraji stared. I don't understand." "Take it," Marvin said. "Go into Macy's. Buy whatever you want. No rules, no limits. I'll be here when you get back." Her hands trembled. "This is a test, isn't it?" Marvin didn't answer. Taraji looked at her daughter still sleeping, then back at the card. Slowly, she took it. "Why are you doing this?" "Because I want to see what you'll choose," Marvin said quietly, "when no one's watching." She stood, cradling her daughter, and walked toward the glass doors. Marvin returned to his Tesla, set a timer on his phone, and waited. He expected her to come out with bags, clothes, shoes, maybe electronics she could pawn. He didn't expect his heart to break. 2 hours passed. Marvin checked his phone obsessively, watching transaction alerts pile up. $47, $123, $89, none of them huge, none of them reckless. What was she buying? At the 3-hour mark, Taraji emerged through the glass doors, her daughter now awake and walking beside her. She carried 4 shopping bags, modest, worn at the handles, nothing flashy. Marvin stepped out of the Tesla. Taraji approached slowly, eyes red-rimmed, and handed the card back. "Thank you," she whispered. "I'll never forget this." Marvin glanced at the bags. "What did you get?" She hesitated, then opened the first bag. Inside, store-brand diapers, baby wipes, a pack of pull-ups. The second bag, formula, children's Tylenol, a box of bandages. The third, a winter coat, pink, size 5T, and a pair of light-up sneakers. The fourth bag broke him, a single sandwich from the Macy's cafe, half eaten. "That's it?" Marvin's voice cracked. "You had unlimited access. You could have bought anything." Taraji's lip trembled. "I did buy what I needed." She knelt beside her daughter, zipping up the new coat. Sophie's been sick for 2 weeks, coughing all night. I couldn't afford medicine, and her old coat. She gestured to the thin jacket in her backpack. Has holes. I was scared she'd get pneumonia. Marvin's throat tightened. The sandwich. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Taraji's voice was barely audible. I was so hungry I couldn't think straight, but I couldn't take more than that. It didn't feel right. Marvin looked at the receipt she'd tucked in the bag. $387 total, on an unlimited card. You could have bought yourself clothes, a phone, a hotel room for the night. Taraji shook her head. That's not surviving, that's pretending. Sophie needs me strong, not comfortable. She paused, wiping her eyes. We've been at the shelter on 14th Street for 3 months. They help, but there's never enough. I used to work at a salon in Silver Spring. Lost it when Sophie got sick and I couldn't afford daycare. If you had unlimited money for 1 day, what would you do? Splurge on yourself or take care of others first? Drop your thoughts below. Marvin stared at this woman who'd been given everything and taken almost nothing, and something inside him shattered. Get in the car, he said quietly. Taraji Taiping blinked. What? Please, just trust me. She looked at Sophie, then at Marvin, and slowly nodded. Marvin drove them to a residence inn in Georgetown. He paid for 3 months up front. Enough time, he said, for Taraji to find her footing. I don't understand, she whispered as he handed her the key card. Why are you doing this? Marvin's voice was thick. Because I've spent 10 years testing people, waiting for someone to prove me wrong about humanity. He looked at Sophie, asleep in her mother's arms, wearing her new light-up sneakers. You could have taken everything, but you only took what you needed to keep her alive. Tears streamed down Taraji's face. I'm not special. I'm just a mom. That's exactly what makes you special. Over the next 6 weeks, Marvin did more than pay for a hotel room. He connected Taraji with a salon owner in Dupont Circle who needed a stylist. He covered Sophie's pediatrician visits. He set up a savings account, $25,000 seemed untouched, waiting for emergencies, not charity, partnership. 3 months later, Taraji sent him a photo. She and Sophie stood in front of their new apartment in Tacoma Park, keys in hand, smiles wide as the Potomac. The text read, "We're home. Thank you for seeing me when I was invisible." Marvin sat in his Tesla outside that same Macy's, watching people pass. He thought about the man he'd been, jaded, bitter, testing people like lab rats, and he thought about the woman who'd taken $387 and taught him what wealth really meant. He got out, walked to the corner of 11th and G, and handed a 20 to a man holding a sign. God bless, the man said. He already did, Marvin replied. Some tests aren't meant to prove people wrong. They're meant to prove you were wrong about them all along. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. There are plenty more amazing stories coming your way, so don't stop here. Just click on the video showing on your screen and keep watching. I'll see you there.